On this slide here, we're being asked to find the circumference of both circles. So we have two circles here. One is blue, which is the larger circle. And on top of that, we have a white circle. And I'm looking at this picture here. Let me go on over to my camera. And we can see that it's two separate circles. So I'm going to have to find the circumference twice, but I have to decide again what formula to use. Do I want to use the formula that includes diameter? Or do I want to use the circumference formula that includes radius? And that depends again on what is given. So we're going to separate the two circles. I'm looking just at the white one now, and the information that is given to me is a radius of 20. So I want to use the circumference formula that uses radius. So I start with my formula, circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Go ahead and substitute in our numbers using 3.14 for pi because that is not a multiple of 7. And my radius is 20. So when I plug that into my calculator, I get 125.6. And this one doesn't have units, so I'm not going to include units in my answer. So that's the circumference of the smaller circle. So now we're going to look into the larger circle. The circumference of the larger circle. When I look at this, they only give me this 7 here. But if I rotate this 20 this way here, we know that that's also 20 right here. So the circumference of the larger circle would be the two together, which would be 27, whatever the units are. So again, that is still just the radius of the larger circle. So I still want to use this formula here of 2 times pi times the radius. So we're finding circumference, 2 stays the same, using 3.14 because 27 is not a multiple of 7, and my radius is 27. When I plug that into the calculator, I get 85.408, and I would include my units. If it asked me to round to the nearest hundredths place, I'd look at my 8, and it would tell my 0 to become a 1, which would be 85.41 units. So I found my two separate circumferences, one of the smaller circle and one of the larger.